While exploring in the southern United States, we found a Victorian late 18th century townhouse, but not in the kind of neighborhood you would expect. Today this area is known as one of the roughest parts of the city. High crime, boarded windows and empty houses. But it wasn't always like this. When this house was built in the late 1800s, this was one of the most prestigious neighborhoods around. And this home was clearly built by and for people with money. Getting inside of this place wasn't easy. The structure is collapsing, the back of the house is gone, and the entire place feels unstable. But once we stepped inside, we realized this place hasn't been abandoned for long. And what we found inside was almost unbelievable. This was the home of a well-known African-American family. Educated, successful, respected in their community. The father was a priest, a strict man by the looks of it, but also someone who clearly pushed his children to study, graduate and succeed. At one point, this family had everything. So what happened here? Let's take you inside and show you the story of this forgotten house and the family who lost it all. Our heart is racing and we are very stressed because we are in a very sketchy American southern neighborhood.
And also the house is not the best or
No.
the safest.
It's falling apart. You're gonna see it like, you can already show like this place has only been abandoned for roughly 8 years right now. But everything is literally falling apart in this place. But it's an absolutely crazy house and we want it, but we actually need it to show this place because it's something that you almost never see. 2016. Is that a Chinese New Year's calendar?
I think so, yeah.
What's this room behind you here?
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
Storage.
This is actually a massive house. There's so much furniture and things in here. A lot of junk as well, but also some
Look at this side.
very interesting things.
This was the washing area. Completely falling apart.
We were debating on what age this house was from, between 40 and 60 years old. I think it's more of a old American townhouse. I think it's more like 80 years old. So
I don't know.
I'm not sure though. If anybody knows from the outside, from the architecture, definitely let us know because we would love to know how old that this place is. Because if it falls apart after only 8 years like this, it cannot be very old, right?
Yeah, it's also a cardboard house.
Yeah. Look at that, there's a painting of an outside of a house. It's definitely not this house, but
Looks cool.
an outside of a house. Wow. Books everywhere, literature. These people were quite important in this town. The father, he was a priest of town. We'll show you his robe later. But these people in general, they were educated, they went to university. There's things of that all throughout the house. They had a lot of medals, awards and everything. They were probably top notch in this town. Look at the collection of paintings that they have here in this bathroom. Look at that.
Whoa,
It looks like a
Italian.
beautiful Italian town. You're right. Even has a signature down there. Can I pull this up? No, it's pretty difficult to see. There's so many verses and everything left in here. Yeah, it's like buildings and everything is displayed here. And probably all these paintings and pictures and depictions used to be all throughout the house. The scars of the man are left. But we get to a very crazy part of the house because
Yeah.
even though this place is completely falling apart, it's raining inside, all the electricity still functions. And for some reason, when we came into this place, all of it was all on.
We didn't touch anything, didn't flick any switches.
Anything.
Nothing.
We promise you. It's a mystery to us why this house hasn't burned down yet.
Yeah.
And it must look crazy at night. Look over here. Look at this. This is absolutely crazy. If you look here on the floor, there's this junction box that's on in between all the mess and rubble and wood.
And the house is just falling apart. If it rains down here, how does it just not short circuit and just burst into the flames?
There's going to be a big fire at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's something they do for security, for insurance purposes. we're just making an assumption here. We're not pointing fingers, but it's just an assumption that all their clothing after the father passed away at somewhere in the 2010s, and all their clothing is still hanging here on the coat rack. Hundreds and hundreds of pieces still left here. Shoes, all their equipment, everything you can imagine still left in this house. Want some nice pants? If you even look at all the furniture that's in this place, you can see they had money. They were quite important. Marble tops, like this looks like white Italian marble. It's beautiful. Also the house itself. Bro, let's come inside. I think we enter from here into the main part of the townhouse. This is surely the first part that got built, and the back part probably got added on later.
For sure.
You can also see from the high ceilings, probably like 3 meters high, 3-4 meters, like 9 to 12 feet for our American viewers. But if you can see around, there's also some really beautiful furniture in this room. Stained glass lamp.
Oh wait, I just saw something behind me.
Oh yeah, that's what I was just talking about. These people were quite established. They had a lot of medals, as you can see. What is this for? Sporting, right?
Yeah, it doesn't say which one.
Central District Primary Sports. Yes.
But there are a lot.
Definitely from the children that used to live in here. The Grand Strand, Atlantic Ocean. This must have been a beautiful house back in the time. Look over there. There's a picture of a woman up there. Maybe the mother of the family. Right in the corner there. All besides these beautiful lamps and the painting up there. Wow, here's another one.
Can you show?
It says remember this time. Maybe she passed away.
Probably a grandma or something.
Yeah. This house freaks me out. So as you can see, it used to be an African-American family that used to live in this place. They treasured their memories, but why everything is left like this right now is a total mystery. Here's a picture of a white baby. What do we have down here? I don't think you can read this anymore. 1985. Annie, it says on there.
Did you see the amount of dust that just accumulated over all these years?
That's been here forever and ever and ever. Here we have a very large sewing machine, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I thought it was a drill of some sort.
Is it drill?
Is it not? Oh, it's a sewing machine.
Oh, I thought it was like a sewing machine. I was like, this is an industrial sewing machine. But they definitely had some business going on, for sure. See more memories and knickknacks around here, all around the room. They stacked it up on this shelf.
They left everything.
Here we also have a grandfather's clock in the room. Love this one. Look at the beautiful design. Wow, 1975, this clock is.
Oh, wow.
It says it over here. 1976, Edward B. Masker. It's probably the maker of this clock. Wow, that's impeccable. And yeah, some more stuff all throughout the room. Beautiful. And you've probably noticed, like, I have a hole in my pants. I just wanted to show you guys that you're not gonna comment down there. Leslie, what did you do?
They will anyway.
Like exploring.
Yeah.
That's the only explanation I can give you guys. Let's go into the kitchen. The kitchen is absolutely disgusting.
It's absolutely trashed.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Look at
Ugh.
that. I'll hold your breath for a moment because it's terrible in here.
Ugh.
Yeah. There's open cans of vegetables on the table here.
Yeah, there's some stuff on the table, but did you see the floor?
Ooh, I cannot even see because I don't have a light like you do. Look at that.
Used to be a cute kitchen, but now, nah.
Very cozy kitchen, even all their cooking books are still up there. The glasses are in the cabinet. And a crazy thing that I just saw is
Oh yeah,
the microwave still functions.
that's so weird.
What? Could we cook something in there?
Let's check it out. Whoa. It might just explode.
After doing some deeper research, things started to make more sense. The father of the family passed away somewhere in the 2010s. Not long after, their mother followed. And that's when the problems began. The house became the center of a legal battle between family members. Ownership was frozen, no one could officially enter, sell, or disconnect utilities. And because the property remained tied up in probate, the automatic payments for electricity likely continued untouched. Which explains why, nearly a decade later, the power was still running in the house that is literally falling apart. And yes, turning on that microwave was a dumb idea. Before leaving, we made sure the electricity was shut off.
Bro, come over here. Have you seen the dishes? All the dishes are still in the rack here. And then we have the pantry, still full of all their equipment. Pots and pans. They had a very big cooking area and big kitchen.
There's a weird smell here. It's very strong and pungent. It's ugh.
For once, I'm gonna skip opening the fridge.
Oh,
I just
please.
don't want to see it. And this section of the house is completely falling apart. Completely breaking into pieces. Wow. I don't understand this place. I just don't. And here we come into one of my favorite sections of the whole house. This is the hallway, which still has very unique features and architectural pieces in it. I love the wallpaper, the high ceilings, and of course there's also a chandelier hanging in here. Quite modern to my opinion. The glass sheets and everything. Wow. Love the hallway. Look at that. When you came into the house, you also had this big centerpiece right above your head over here. Right in front of the front door. And of course, Americans, wherever they are very patriotic, always having to display their flag. And I like that. It's something good, in my opinion. But here we have the hallway in all its glory. Should we take a tour through it?
After you?
Yeah. Big cabinet over here to the side. Look at that. Bro, look inside. There's even the pictures of the people still in here. Here's Barack Obama and Michelle Obama to the side. And on this side, this must have been or the children or the parents in their young days.
Looks like the
They
90s.
look very stylish. Look at this one over here. Wow. Young man. Probably graduated from college or university. And he has 98 on there. Maybe that's 1998. Okay, let's put this back carefully. Here in the back. Let's close this up. Just have a look at the size of this cabinet. At this beautiful piece here. And up there, you also have some pictures of the family, but they're all stacked on top of the cabinet here. Wow. Show this centerpiece here. Show the stairway. I love how it twists and turns and how it goes upstairs. And that's sort of the same woodwork as we saw in the front entrance. Wow. We're starting to figure out the family history because we have even more pictures over here. We're seeing which people lived in this place. You can see yet another picture of a young lady. Definitely a very big family used to live over here. There's another one over there behind that piece. Look at that, she even has a baby. And this one? Oh wow, what's that about? Look at that, two men.
Oh, Washington, D.C.
Is that the Lincoln? Oh, that's the Lincoln sitting on the seat over there. Right across from, oh, this is the memorial.
Oh, and the White House?
The White House, look at that. Crazy, so they went on a family vacation there. They took all these pictures. Put it all in this photo album over here. That's crazy. There's so many things and knickknacks still lying on top of here. And even this strange device down here. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. Looks like some sort of a pump to me to get water out of somewhere. But I'm just assuming here. If anybody knows, just let us know down there. Yeah. Another cabinet over here. An oil lantern here. Wow. This room is also pretty crazy. Let's show you as well. Look at that. Oh, one first thing that I wanted to show is, look here in the corner. You have these sort of light switches.
Yeah.
They have been painted over a little bit, but I love how they're designed. They're like incorporated into the style of the house. Even some pictures down here. Pictures everywhere throughout this house.
Oh, they went to Disney.
Feels like the family still lived here, because when you step into this room, like the side lamp over here is on and the room. And here's the first evidence that this man used to be a priest. It could also say that these people were religious. But you can see here, we have a depiction of the Last Supper hanging on the wall. Wow. I love these fireplaces that we have down here. Beautifully made in white. And over here, you have another cabinet completely filled with stuff. Pictures and knickknacks and plushies and stuff like that. Look at that. And up there, a couple more pictures. There's literally pictures everywhere, bro. Look at this one. Another sort of graduation picture, as you can see. Probably from elementary school.
They captured some beautiful memories.
When I pick it up, you can see that these things have not been moved in forever. So probably these lights also have been on for years and years and years, burning like that. I think when you approach the house from the outside in the evening, it looks quite scary.
Very mysterious.
You can even see a plant still standing in there on the corner. Wow.
Oh yeah, but it's fake.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Obviously.
Look at that. I feel still very stressed in here, but it's also like, it's such a crazy place from the inside as well. Everything combined, like all the pictures, all the memories, but also the lights on it in this sketchy neighborhood. Look, there's all marriage pictures in here. This woman. Wow. There's a cube that they made, and they made it into something. The Bible, still open on a verse. God bless you. Probably the last piece that they read. You can see it hasn't been picked up in forever. Place that back there. But here we come into another very strange room. And this feels like the room that the person slept in last. You can see the bed over here, still made, but there's some mirrors lying on top of there. Also the light above there is on.
And not only this light, but also the fan light. But yeah, this room is a bit more clean compared to the rest.
Look at that, even their guitar, their electric guitar, still lying here. That needs electricity, right?
Yes.
I don't know how to play instruments. I have no clue about it at all. But do you see, also the whole wall is coming down and breaking out.
I just don't understand how the electricity still works, but there's just water pouring everywhere.
Yeah, but somebody must certainly still be paying the bill for the electricity, that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
But your question is also very valid. Why does it not shut off? Why does the earth not activate and everything fall out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're saying, right? I don't understand either. There's even some Christmas lights and everything here.
You think it was abandoned in Christmas?
Maybe? The calendar said December 2016.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, then it makes sense.
There's some Christmas stuff all throughout the house, yeah. Wow, look at that. Even the uniforms and everything.
Ugh, there's just so much stuff on the floor. Sorry if I'm stumbling.
Be very careful in here. Wow. More religious things. There's a gospel, the gospel. Of course, the gospel. Wow. And here we come into the bathroom of the house. Very yellow bathroom. Doesn't really look so nice to me.
No.
All the products still up here. If you look around to this side, there's a very interesting piece over here. This is the priest's coat.
When we later found the priest's coat, everything connected. Further research revealed that the father wasn't just a local church member. He was the head of a gospel church in this region, a respected religious figure, a man with influence. He even held positions connected to local politics and government circles. In a neighborhood that is now falling into decline, this house once belonged to one of the most powerful voices, and now it's completely silent.
Whoa. And this was a priest in an African American church. And I really want to join one of those services because they always sing and dance, and it sounds always so magical to me to be in there.
Yeah, it's very different than our European churches, but very cool.
Clover Bible, BSK, BKST. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, as you can see, there's again here so much stuff on the ground. That's why we're tripping a little bit.
Bro, you have to watch out with every single step you take from now on because it can literally collapse at any moment. This is probably one of the craziest views you have in the house. You can see there's another bedroom over to that side, the blue mattress and everything. But all the electricity wires, you can just see them hanging here. They probably all still have fully running electricity going through them.
Yeah, exactly. And you can just see the sky over there.
Yeah, like you can literally see the trees outside.
Yeah, I mean, how does that work even?
Lost for words.
I feel like they should shut off, but yeah.
I wish we could shut it off, but I don't know where that panel is.
And I don't want to touch it, to be honest.
I think it's just gonna burn at some point.
Yeah.
That's probably what's going to happen here. Bro, look at this.
Oh,
That's a
hey.
piano, right?
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of stuff standing on there. Can we just...
Let's hope it doesn't break when you open it.
Oh my god. Works still a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
The whole cover is like falling, and a lot of beautiful lamps still standing on here. Some side lamps.
I love this British ship.
Oh wow.
Oh, and before we go, check this.
Oh, baseball. Is it baseball, right? I have no idea. I've never played it, but
Yeah, for sure, baseball.
yeah. That's cool.
Does it have the name of the team or maybe just the name in general?
It's a W. And it have Nathan.
Nathan B.
That's
Okay.
maybe one of the last inhabitants.
The
Son.
yeah.
Yeah. Most likely. Wow, we found the name. We're finding so much stuff about these people. We're back in the hallway. The only section we still have to show is the upstairs, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, and then the outside, but I'm super scared to show the outside, bro.
We'll do it, no worries. We got this.
Okay, let's go upstairs. Look at that, the twisty stairway to the top floor. I really love these. That's quite a beautiful architectural feature in this house. And yeah, it was built by people with money. I don't know if they were the original builders of this house, but definitely they had money. If you want to have, you can put your camera through and have a look outside. Look at that. The whole backside of the house is just gone. It's just gone.
That's what we showed you from downstairs.
It's only been 8 years.
Yeah, but it's one of those cardboard houses.
Yeah, it falls. It just goes. Wow. These handles on the stairway and everything. Quite nice. Okay, see the upstairs. This room maybe first?
Yeah.
Let's go in here. This looks like a master bedroom that we just come inside of. But it feels like it's falling into the bottom bedroom over there. Whoa. This is a very large
It's
bed.
comically large.
We don't have beds like that in Europe.
Oh, I would love a bed like this.
That would be amazing. Like you could be on the other side and still, it's like a whole walk to get to the other side. Like a whole hike. Look at that. We have also a fireplace in this room. All made out of wood, right? They're not made out of stone. How do you get down here? It's in the kitchen. Yes, Polaroid. That's crazy. Polaroid picture. Oh, I found the Holy Bible.
Oh, this is a big Bible.
Yes, this is probably the Bible from the priest that he used in service. That's a beautiful Bible. Our family Bible. It's even like gold plated.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
They're pretty cool, right? I love that. I love that fact. We here have a sort of hallway with a lot of chairs, a lot of sitting spaces, and a lot of stuff again. Stuff everywhere.
Every room is just filled.
People had a lot of stuff. Look at that. This room smells moldy and disgusting.
As soon as you come in, you just smell it.
Just gonna quickly see what kind of things we can see in this room. We again have a Holy Bible in this room. That's also a big version.
Yes. And the other down there was, oh, no, it's the same. Okay. It's the same version as the pocket one. You know, the very small one.
Yes. What's this over here? Jeez. Oh, Webster's New World Dictionary of the American Language.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, wait.
Well, it even has pictures, depictions. Look at that. Open another page. Yeah, whoa.
Ah, cool.
That's a cool dictionary, but it's also massive, man. Look at that size. That's a book. Yeah. Whole room full of stuff.
Yeah, let's get out because the smell is just...
Maybe it's a good idea to one day bring out a fragrance and then we call it the abandoned house smell. And then we also sell like the moldy smell. Do you think somebody would buy that?
The moldy smell one?
They
No.
probably, what they would buy, I think they would buy the merchandise.
for sure.
It's the Decay merchandise. The merchandise, check it out. In the description you can find the link. We have everything. We have mugs, we have cups, we have laptop sleeves, we have hats, we have t-shirts, we have crop tops. Everything you can imagine. Go check it out. Look at that. Another room, another light.
Did you see above your head that the entire roof is just destroyed?
It's crazy, right? Another H2 Hummer. Wow. Have you seen that they made an electric version of this car now?
No, I haven't.
Wow. This room. I think this used to be the master bedroom, if I'm not mistaken. They had
At some point.
They had a table, they had everything, like these 3 windows. Would have been a lovely base to sleep in. But nowadays, not anymore. Even more pictures, as you can see.
Oh, look at that.
Pictures of the girls. Pictures of the family. Everybody's depicted here. Always and forever, I love you today as I have from the start. I love you forever with all my heart. This looks like more like a memorial even.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody passed away.
Always and forever, yeah.
Always and forever. That's crazy, right? What more can we show? Is this the outside of the house?
No, you wish.
But you can see this place has not been abandoned for too long because we have a Chromecast Ultra. So at some point, yeah, I don't know when these came out, but there's a Chromecast in this place. There's nothing much more.
Yeah, and that bedroom over there is also just not interesting.
But you get the idea, the house is just completely crazy. It's unlike anything we film in Europe because like the lights are on and the place is falling apart. That's what is crazy about it. And the story is also quite interesting with the priest and everything.
And there's also not as much stuff on the ground like here.
I think we got to that moment.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. I'm done with this place. Let's go outside. So Enrique is also with us. He's a friend from America, Silent Hill Explorer. Check him out. But we're gonna now go outside. Be careful, bro. Let's just quickly check if there's nobody on the street. I think we are clear. We are? Yeah, we should be clear. Yeah, man, I feel so bad about leaving the lights on, but I have no idea how to turn them off. Okay, you can go. Wow. Look at this place. There's even a stroller outside here. Jeez. Okay. Okay, let's see it from the front. Wow, it's a beautiful house. It looks like a very beautiful Italian, what am I saying? American.
Victorian?
Victorian, Victorian American. Sorry, I'm just stumbling because I'm a bit stressed in this neighborhood.
But yeah, it does look very Victorian, very old way of building these houses, but it's beautiful.
I think it's pretty old, but I really want to know from the people in the description and the comments, how old this place? Do you recognize the architecture? Like, I would love to know some more about it. But with this all, I'm just gonna end this video right here. Thank you all for watching this week's video. I'm super stressed, but this is definitely worth a like, subscribe, and write something down there. Check out our website in the description. See you next week, another amazing episode. Bye bye, love you all.